General Hospital spoilers tease that Liz and Lucky are determined to uncover the truth behind the deaths of Sam and Dex, who died during Liz's shift at General Hospital. This investigation is not only Liz's responsibility as the head nurse, but also an emotionally charged task, as both have personal connections to the victims. However, their investigation is facing significant obstacles as clues increasingly point to Cyrus Renault, a powerful and dangerous enemy, Wirt, as the possible mastermind behind these crimes. While Liz and Lucky have made some initial progress in gathering information, things are far from easy. Cyrus, with his cunning nature and manipulative abilities, not only keeps his whereabouts hidden, but also stays one step ahead, making it incredibly difficult to find any solid evidence. Every time the duo gets closer to the truth, a new obstacle arises, slowing down the investigation and forcing them to face unexpected dangers. The situation becomes even more tense as Liz feels the pressure from the hospital and the community. The deaths of the two victims during her shift have made her the center of suspicion, forcing her to prove her innocence while continuing the investigation. Lucky, with his protective instincts and sharp investigative skills, continuously supports Liz, but both are aware that time is not on their side. This story is not only about seeking justice for Sam and Dex, but also a battle against the manipulation and cruelty of Cyrus. Will Liz and Lucky overcome the challenges to expose the truth and stop Cyrus before he commits more crimes? The upcoming developments promise to be full of drama and emotion, as the pair faces difficult choices and major tests in their journey. Lulu has uncovered new evidence that sheds light on Cyrus's crimes, and this quickly becomes the focal point of the story in Port Charles. This evidence not only strengthens suspicions about Cyrus's shady dealings, but also places Lulu in grave danger as she decides to confront one of the most dangerous individuals the town has ever seen. The evidence Lulu found is linked to a recent attack and could point to Cyrus's direct involvement in running a large and dangerous criminal network. But Lulu's decision to keep this evidence for further investigation, rather than report it immediately, complicates things even more. She is trying to piece together the clues to understand Cyrus's full plan, but in doing so, she is putting herself directly in his crosshairs. While Lulu investigates, Cyrus is not sitting idly by. He starts to sense the threat coming from her and may take action to protect his secrets. Revenge schemes or attempts to silence her could be what Lulu faces in the near future. Her loved ones, including Dante and Laura, will also get caught up in this whirlwind as they try to protect Lulu while helping her bring the truth to light. The story is not just a confrontation between Lulu and Cyrus, but also opens up a series of dramatic events where dark secrets and complex relationships will be exposed. Will Lulu be able to use this evidence to expose Cyrus to the law, or will her actions trigger a series of crazy events that spiral everything into even greater chaos? The upcoming developments promise to bring intense and emotional moments as Lulu fights for justice in a no-holds-barred battle with Cyrus. Liz seems to be becoming Cyrus's next target, as the important evidence she holds could threaten his criminal empire. As the head nurse with a direct connection to the events surrounding Dex's deaths, Liz is not only a central figure in the investigation, but also the biggest obstacle to Cyrus's plans. Cyrus knows that if the evidence Liz holds becomes public, not only his reputation, but his entire secret operation will be exposed. As a result, he begins to deploy dark plans to intimidate and silence Liz. Subtle threats and direct pressure begin to surround her, putting her in physical and emotional danger. Liz, with her courage and sense of duty to protect the truth, realizes that she cannot fight alone. She starts collaborating with Lucky and those close to her to find a way to deal with Cyrus, but his actions are becoming bolder and more unpredictable. From surveillance to pressuring her family with targeted dangers, Cyrus is showing that he is willing to do anything to protect his secrets. The tension intensifies as Liz not only faces threats from Cyrus, but also pressure from the hospital and those around her. She stands between two difficult choices: hold firm and confront Cyrus, or give up everything to ensure her own safety and that of her loved ones. However, what makes the situation worse is that the haunting memories of past events begin to weigh on Liz. The constant threat from Cyrus has sparked deep feelings of anxiety and fear in her, raising the question of whether she can maintain the courage to see this through. This story promises to push Liz into a spiral of dangerous actions and tough decisions. Will she be able to overcome Cyrus's threats to expose the truth, or will his pressure push her into an inescapable danger? The upcoming developments promise to be full of drama as Liz faces the greatest challenge of her life, with her survival and justice hanging in the balance. Lucky, determined to protect Liz and bring the villainous Cyrus to light, has devised a bold and risky plan. After Liz becomes Cyrus's next target because of the evidence she holds, Lucky realizes that they can no longer wait. He decides to set a perfect trap to catch Cyrus in the act of committing one of his crimes. The trap is meticulously and cleverly set. Lucky uses the information Liz has gathered, details linking Cyrus to previous murders, as bait to draw his attention. Liz, although worried about her safety, agrees to cooperate with Lucky's persuasion and promise of protection. Their plan hinges on having Liz appear as a key witness, ensuring that Cyrus cannot resist the opportunity to eliminate her. On the fateful night, everything is set. Liz works at the hospital, appearing busy but always carefully watching her surroundings. Cyrus, with his scheming and cunning nature, falls into the trap without realizing it. He sneaks into Liz's area, bringing a vial of digitalis, planning to inject it into her IV, just as he did to kill Sam and Dex. As Cyrus is about to carry out his action, Lucky and the law enforcement team suddenly appear, stopping him dead in his tracks. This scene not only marks Cyrus's defeat, but also exposes all the crimes he has committed. The evidence is clear and irrefutable, from the vial of digitalis in his hand to his being caught red-handed at the scene. This moment blows the entire story of Cyrus's criminal activities wide open, sending shockwaves throughout Port Charles. The man who once manipulated and instilled fear is now trapped with no way out, forced to face the consequences of his cruel actions. The community, from hospital staff to those who were indirect victims, feels a sense of relief as the shadow of threat is erased. However, this victory does not come without a price. Liz is haunted by the danger she faced and the helplessness she feels when recalling the events that led to Sam and Dex's deaths. Meanwhile, Lucky is also filled with worry about what happened and the responsibility he feels for putting Liz in danger to complete the mission. Despite this, both realize that their sacrifice has brought justice for the lost lives and restored safety to Port Charles. This victory is not only a turning point in their story, but also opens up opportunities for Liz and Lucky to rebuild their lives. Their relationship is strengthened by trust and their determination to protect each other. The upcoming developments will focus on how Liz and Lucky deal with the emotional scars of the past and how they find peace after overcoming the harshest challenge they've faced. Meanwhile, the fall of Cyrus will undoubtedly leave a power vacuum in Port Charles' underworld, setting the stage for new, dramatic, and unexpected stories.